What if I told you that there was a game out there that held within it the feeling of driving in the back of your dad's car at night time?
Dad, go slow, Dad! Dad!
I have recently found a game on Steam that scratches that itch very nicely. I present to you Night Runners Prologue. A game which started out as a Reddit user's pipe dream has now become an attainable reality. First glimpse of it shown looks a lot like one of them vaporwave games you'd see on Steam. However, the state it's in now is a far cry from its initial reveal. It doesn't have a lot of content, but by driving Jesus does it have style. A game that is not only a callback to the early night racer culture of the 1990s, but also translates speed better than any of the modern Need for Speeds.
Worse, I made him a Reddit profile.
Night Runners carries that PS2 feeling in everything it does. The menus, the loading screen, oh the loading screen. It's like a euphoric break between the fast action heavy driving and them slow nighttime drives. It's like the loading screen to VR chat, minus the grooming after the load's finished.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
The game itself starts with you in an abandoned garage with no cars in it. Guess it's time to walk. But your predecessor has left you enough money in a mouldy shoebox to buy a car. Going up the stairs, you see a sick gaming setup and a computer that NASA probably used to land on the moon. Upon interacting with it, you appear before a dark warehouse to choose out your first car.
Can you bless me with something?
The choices you have here are very limited due to your money woes. There, however, aren't many options to choose from, so you'll have to choose one that you think will do you well. Manual or automatic, 4 wheels or 3, you know, whatever floats your boat. Congratulations, you now have a car. Oh, what fun you'll have. You must now find yourself some unsavoury company and work off your debts like a Japanese child. Did I mention this game takes place in Japan? The souped up hums of done up banger cars to the neon lights reflecting off the wet road. It sure feels like the developer knows what they're doing. Where the Need for Speed series takes the racing and gives it a rather okay story, Night Runners tries to keep that incognito keep away from 12 vibes thing they've got going on, and it works really well. Everyone in the game only has a first name and you never really see any faces. All conversations happen on your very dated Nokia phone. It's very underground the way it goes about the racing scene, which I quite like as it has an air of mystery and aura that not a lot of other games seem to have. It definitely plays on that nostalgia itch many people my age have. The only thing close to this that I've played is Need for Speed Carbon on the PS2, and you know how well that game does.
Sit down! How you been?
Holy hell does this game's soundtrack slap. One of my favourite songs from the game, dubbed Emotion Engine, is an absolute bop. Just have a listen. Ah, as I thought, I don't have the copyright. Another ace this game has up its sleeve is the fact that the in-game OST plays when you drive fast. This then incentivises you to go faster, as if you go slow you only hear a muffled version of that tune. And why would you do that? Come on Grandma, it's 40! Come on Grandma, speed up! One of my favourite things is that at car stops when you're looking for your next opponent, you can hear the OST playing inside your car. All that's missing is the AC and the dog. The entire soundtrack is also on Spotify, and I tried it myself when I was driving my car, but I nearly crashed it. So let's just stick to the game, eh lad? Night Runners does one of the best things I've seen in a racing game in a while. It translates speed perfectly. The car could only be going 50 miles an hour, but it makes you feel like you're going 100. It stretches the screen perfectly, making plain old trucks become only road barriers you now need to navigate around in 5th gear. The reverb of your 5th gear in the highest rev counter strains as your music is blasting, and you just barely win a race. Take that, woman. Night Runners also has a neat little system accustomed to gambling. To initiate a race, you have to walk up to the cars in the car park and see which one is available on the race. Not sure which ones are up for the challenge, just look for the massive spoiler superglued to the back, and you can't go too far wrong. Once you pick the one you think you can challenge with your lowest respect level, you can then call them up and see how much they're willing to bet. Do not ask me how you get their phone number, as if I had the ability to stare at someone's car and then suddenly call them, I'd be under house arrest. When the offer comes through, you then have a set amount of time to accept the challenge. Don't hit yes fast enough, and your respect will go down. Boo-hoo. Well done, you are now in a 1v1 on Rust. First one to the Golden Gate Bridge wins Mum's inheritance. The start of the race is a very intense standoff to see who can pull out faster. The music slows and you must then confirm you want to race by flashing your lights. Your heartbeat intensifies, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait for the light of the random bloke in front of you, and then you go. The first few times I did this, I did not have a clue what was going on. I half expected a Lakitu to appear above me with the usual 3, 2, 1 go thing, but nope, just a phone flash. Go! The only rule is first one to the finish wins. However, the directions to get there can be a bit tricky. Just a floating arrow thing. Great. Thumbs up there. Restarting a race in any other game has no penalty, so you can restart forever. In Night Runners, you have to basically call them up and beg to restart as you've missed a turn. Now you have either won or lost a race. A win means everything goes up. Dopamine hits. I can now attempt the cinnamon challenge with a tablespoon. A loss decreases everything and you lose the money you wagered at the start. Wah wah.
About did you say want?
This feels a bit like the Nemesis system, where plans can change. I once had a woman ring me up and ask me to lose on purpose for an increased payout. Another bloke rang me up for a double or nothing, which I now have nothing. It's insane the amount of things this game does right, and it's only a demo. I wanted to make this before the game blows up, as I know it will. It's currently on Kickstarter and it's already reached its goal. But like all good projects, I suspect this will only get better with more support and more time from the developer. It really does have a lot going for it. The only thing that could make this game better, multiplayer, I'd say. Anyway, go support this game on Kickstarter. I know I only have like 5 subscribers at the moment, but I mean, just look at it. Look at the thing. It's gorgeous. I haven't played anything like this in years. Anyway, yeah, go support. Yeah. Cheers. Bye bye.